It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Back in the summer of 2023, it's autumn now and it's raining. I did a lot of versus videos, a lot of kind of Stella versus Stella Unfiltered, Stella Unfiltered versus Stella Pramen Unfiltered, and the videos proved to be really popular. I kind of not slowed it down, but kind of ran out of ideas of kind of versing beers. So if you have any ideas for me to kind of verse a beer versus another beer, then please leave a comment in the comment box. That will be very helpful for this channel. But I did get one comment, and that was, and I can't remember the name of the person, but they said, will you put Blue Moon Belgian White versus Hoegaarden Belgian White, a wheat beer, a wit beer brewed with coriander and orange peel, and the Blue Moon wheat ale has been brewed. I think it's just a wheat ale. I don't think it has any. Oh no, it does. It has orange peel, coriander seeds, hops, and yeast. So thank you very much to the person who said, will you put Blue Moon up against Hoegaarden? Because actually, it's got exactly the same adjuncts, if you like. That's what they call it in this industry, adjuncts. Coriander and orange peel in the Hoegaarden, coriander and orange peel in the Blue Moon. So without further ado, let's get the beers out into a glass and see what we get, and see which one is best. Blue Moon, I think I picked it up in Tesco. It was something like £1.80. It's a 330 milliliter bottle. And it's Molson Coors Brewing Company. Oh, it's brewed in the UK. Brewed in the UK. I never knew Blue Moon was brewed in the UK. I thought it was brewed in America and exported to the UK. I didn't realise there was such a market for Blue Moon that it needed its own brewing space in the UK. But then saying that, if you go on holiday, I go to West Wales every now and again, down to Tenby, and Blue Moon seems to be served with a little slice of orange in its own glass. In the pubs of Tenby, it's almost as if they have a little stranglehold in Tenby. And it's quite nice actually, on a nice hot sunny day, slice of orange. I almost feel like Del Boy drinking it. Slice of orange on your glass, you're drinking a Blue Moon with orange, and it's actually quite refreshing on a hot day. So beer in the glass, we've got a 3-finger Whitehead, good levels of carbonation, and it's really lovely and hazy. Look at that. Haze for days. Looks like a proper wit beer, doesn't it? So I am surprised it's brewed in the UK because it's an American company. Blue Moon Brewing Company. They were only established, I say only because I was already born, 1995. Now in 1995 I was in my last year of school. I would have been 15 years of age. So when I was 15, there was a company starting out in America called Blue Moon Brewing Company, and nobody had heard of it. Isn't that amazing? Right, Hoegaarden. Hoegaarden's got a bit of history. Oh, the ABV. ABV on Blue Moon is 5.4% ABV. The ABV on the Hoegaarden is 4.9% ABV, but it's in a 750 milliliter bottle. Now, off the top of my head, I think this company originally is from Holland. I didn't buy this beer in Tesco or Asda or Sainsbury's because I couldn't find it. To find this beer, I had to go to Home Bargains. Just to be fair, I put it in a jug. I need a big jug for this one because it's who doesn't like a big jug? Pardon my... Anyway. I should have said, who don't like big jugs? What have I let myself in for here? It's going to be all over Twitter now. Oh my goodness me. I've used this large glass because it's a 750 millilitres. It's a wine bottle size beer, basically. And I don't have, this is the only 750 millilitre, it's probably blooming, it's probably a 1.5 litre glass actually. But it's very similar, isn't it? It's very similar in style to the Blue Moon glass, which I think is only fair. I'm going to start with a Blue Moon because the Hoegaarden's got a massive head on it. And a massive head is something else. I'm not getting into big jugs and massive heads. Stop it. Aroma. Yeah, a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of coriander. But it's a Belgian white, definitely a Belgian white beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Clean. Very, very clean. Very, very clinical, clean. I quite like Blue Moon actually. I know it's brewed in the UK. I know it's owned by a massive company in Molson Coors, but forgive me for liking the beer. I mean, I'm not gonna not like it just because it's brewed by Molson Coors Brewing Company. It's actually okay. It's actually very refreshing. I've drank far worse beers in the UK. I'm looking at you, Carling, Foster's, Stella Artois, all brewed in the UK, all nasty stuff. This is for your, I think it's for your regular ale man, your regular lager drinker, but if you fancy something a little bit different. There's a little bit of sweet malt coming through. You get a little touch of the orange peel and you get a little touch of the coriander. It's not massive, it's not huge, it's not overflowing with great deals of flavour. But it's enough. It's enough. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Hoegaarden. Let's get to Hoegaarden. Started in 1445. Who is this brewed by? Oh, there we are. I was about to give up. InBev. It's AB InBev. So it's Molson Coors Brewing Company, Blue Moon, AB InBev, Hoegaarden. To support the glass from the bottom here, it's quite heavy. Nice, hazy, good head on it. More aroma. Yeah, definitely. Definitely more aroma on the Hoegaarden. And I tell you for why. sound like Bryn from Gavin and Stacey. I tell you for why. It's because it's been imported. It's because it's been brewed in Belgium. It's been brewed in Belgium. And the aroma, even though it's lower in ABV, 4.9% ABV on the Hoegaarden versus 5.4% on the Blue Moon. The Hoegaarden has a quite striking better aroma. So the clove and the orange peel and the wheat beer aspect of it, the white beer, is flying out of the glass. It really is. It's kind of much more prominent. Much more prominent. Let's dive in. Cheers, everyone. Can I bend my old wrists? 750. It's like pouring a... It's like... I gotta stop. It hurts. It's like pouring a bottle of wine in a glass into your mouth. A lot of weight. Oh, far superior. Far superior drink, the Hoegaarden. Okay, it's a little bit sweeter. It's a little bit sweeter than the Blue Moon. But the clove, slight banana, coriander, is fantastic. That is a different beer. Right, one more taste of the Hoegaarden. Nicely carbonated, super fruity. Yeah, it's got some. You can tell it's got some brewer's syrups in there. There's probably some sugars. It's definitely quite sweet, but it works. It works rather well. Let's try the Blue Moon. The Blue Moon tastes like lemonade. Compared to the Hoegaarden, the Blue Moon tastes like lemonade, but, hold on. I need to put my judging hat on. I need to put my realistic hat on here. Right. This beer, I've seen it on here, it's been brewed with glucose syrup. So glucose syrup is going to kind of lean towards being very sweet. What I tasted right at the end of the Blue Moon, was more of a definitive malt backbone. And that now needs serious consideration. Because do you want to drink a beer with glucose syrup and orange and coriander? Yes. Now what I mean is, yes, the flavours of the beer have been amplified. The glucose syrup has amplified the orange and the coriander, without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm a bit stuck. Right. Oh, this is really tough. Right, this is probably the toughest battle I've ever done on the channel, because Blue Moon is essentially the backbone of what a real wit beer should be. It's all malt. There's definitely more of a crisper malt backbone. It's the backbone. So when the orange and the coriander fades on the Blue Moon, you're left with more of a malt, which is more traditional, if you like, more kind of like how you would brew a wit beer. But the Hoegaarden seems to have more of an amplified orange and coriander flavour. It's punching out the glass more in the aroma. It's punching more with that orange and coriander taste. But that's been amplified with the glucose syrup. That sweeter flavour is almost like voodoo, if you like. It's almost kind of like making your mind go, like the first time I tried it, I was like, whoa, yeah, this is, the aroma's better, the taste is more full on. I'm going to give constructive criticism now to both beers. If Blue Moon, Molson Coors Brewing Company, kept at it with that great malt base, which of course I want, but they just added a little bit more of the orange peel and a little bit more of the coriander, then I feel the Blue Moon would be just incredible and exactly what a wit beer should be from Belgium, albeit an American company. On the other hand, for AB InBev, I would love them to drop the glucose syrup and add more malt, but keep that same level of coriander and orange peel. Which leaves me with quite a difficult choice, actually. I was earlier on I was leaning towards the Hoegaarden, because I was thinking, oh, those orange and spicy and coriander flavours are exactly what I want. But at the same time, I don't want the glucose syrup. It's quite sweet. The more I drink this, it's a lovely, lovely drink, don't get me wrong. But the more I drink it, the more I get a feel for that kind of glucose syrup flavour. I'm still lost in terms of who wins this battle. My beer I'm gonna say the word experience here. Sorry if you don't think I'm experienced enough to say this, but my beer experience would call it for the Blue Moon, because it's got a natural malt base, and that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm kind of like pushing for. But I'm struggling to get over the more wit beer like flavours of the orange and the coriander from the Hoegaarden. Okay, Hoegaarden wins. Hoegaarden wins because it's got more orange peel and coriander. Never thought I would put my toys in the pram of a beer brewed with glucose syrup before, but I'm not gonna not stay true to myself. I'm not gonna go, oh, you know, because at the end of the day, Blue Moon could have made a perfect wit beer here if they added more orange and coriander. But then again, it's all price. This all boils down to price. Blue Moon have taken away the orange peel and coriander and used natural malt, which is more expensive. And InBev have used glucose syrup, but as a kind of like, because they've added glucose syrup, which is cheaper, they've been able to then add more coriander and orange peel. And that's the difference. That's the difference for me. Slightly more fake over here with the glucose syrup, but the orange peel and coriander is fantastic. More authentic over here with the malt base, but not enough coriander and orange peel. So 7 out of 10 for the Blue Moon, 8 out of 10 for the Hoegaarden. Take from that what you will, honestly. But thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.